Hey, yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Jay. I'm here to say that I got another story time today. Oh yeah! So this is actually a part story because I figured since I was doing a whole lot of live stories, I might as well bring back part stories. But this is a new part story. So yeah, so make sure you tune into tomorrow's video so you can hear the rest of the story. But it's not what you guys are here for. You're here for part one. So let's just get into it. So it's about a crazy ride that I had, and when I say crazy, I mean like it was real dangerous. But let's just get into it. So this story time takes place when I was 13, and I remember that my dad, he had like this friend who, like, when he got drunk, he'd drive like dummy fast. Like, he'd drive really fast for no reason. But I'd be like, you know what, like, he's the driver, and yeah. So one day, basically, my dad was like, yo, big guy, because that's what he called me big guy. He was like, yo, big guy, come on. So I'm like, all right, where are we going? He's like, don't worry about it, just come on. So I'm like, okay. So I put my shoes on and everything, and I see that his friend is like parked outside. Like, you know, when we walk out, like we walk and I see his friends parked outside. So I'm like, okay. So I get in the car, and the car automatically already smelled like alcohol. So I was like, he's been drinking, meaning he's going to drive fast. So I put my seatbelt on, and you know, we start driving. So to give you some visual context, I'm in the back seat, and the friend, like my dad's friend, was in the driver's seat. My dad was in the passenger. Yeah, so we start driving, and as we're driving, like, you know, I could kind of tell he's going a little fast. So the way the street that we lived on was, it was a real, like, long street. Like, basically, we lived on, like, a one-way street, but it was, like, a one-way street for, like, 3 blocks. So you had to literally go all the way down the block. Like, all the way down these 3 blocks. And we lived, like, on the second block. So, basically, you had to go down our block and another block before you could, like, turn. Well, yeah, like, before you could turn. Because I guess wherever we were going, we had to, like, go straight, turn right or left, and then make another turn to, like, go back in the direction of our house, but not passing our house. So he basically, he goes down, and it's like at the corner there's a little stop sign. He runs the stop sign and, like, goes to the next corner. And you know, my dad, he's talking about, they're just talking about regular stuff that I guess you know what people be talking about. Let's say they talking about the football game, just to put it in perspective. So he's like, yo, the football game last night. Are you seeing that? Yeah, man. Yeah, I seen that. You heard? Like, you know, talking like that. So meanwhile, I'm just sitting there looking out the window. So the next light was like our block street, like with the stop sign, really didn't matter, but the next one did. There was a crossing guard there. So crossing guard goes across the street, and thankfully she wasn't in front of the car, cause he just ate that, like, that stop sign too. He just, like, zoomed past that and turned right and, like, zoomed. And I remember, like, the crossing guard yelled, and, like, my dad was like, yo, you gotta slow down. He was like, bro, I got this. So we what we basically do is we drive to, like, the highway, and now it's, like, you know, actual, like, red light. So he stopped at the red light. So, like, he stopped, and I remember, like, my dad, you know, at this point, he's like, yo, you're kind of going a little bit too fast, you gotta calm down. And you know, he was like, no, my bad. So he looked back at me, and he was like, yo, little man, you good? And I was like, yeah, I'm straight. So he turns around, and, like, you could, like, hear, like, the engine, like, kind of, like, roar, like, do the little and my dad was like, yo, and before he could even say anything, this man, like, puts his foot to the gas, like, just start, so he starts, like, yeah, so, like, he basically speeds. And I remember, like, there was a car, like, you know how it's like the little ramp that you go for the highway, and like you kind of like turn in with everybody else. I remember there was a car that was like, you know, that was driving, and he just like speeded past it, and you heard it like slam the horn and stuff, and he's just like, yo, bro, that football game, bro, like I'm mad my team lost. Mind you, he's doing all of this while he's like going like, I'd say about like 80 miles per hour. He was going just a little bit above the speed limit. So, you know, my dad's like, yeah, bro, I know the team lost, but like, could you slow down a little bit? But you know, he wasn't like demanding he slow down. He was just like, yo, can you slow down a little bit? So I remember, like, me, I was kind of thinking, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. It was kind of fun to me. I was like, yo, we going fast. Like, hey, yo. So we keep going, and he's still like, yeah, like speeding, like. So eventually, I remember like my dad had seen there was like a cop ahead. He was like, yo, slow down, bro, slow down. He was like, bro, no, I'm not playing with them. You may lose one more game. And at this point, I was like, you know, I was kind of getting nervous because now he was going from like 80 to like 90, and it's a cop. So he zoomed past. Thankfully, it was just one of those like parked cop cars. You know what I mean? Like where it's like it's just like parked there, still like speeding or whatever. And yeah. So eventually, like now, you know, I'm kind of getting worried because he going like 90. My dad's getting worried because he's like, yo, you could crash the car. Mind you, like, whenever there was somebody like ahead of him, he literally swerved like out of the like away, like basically he swerved away. He was not hitting the brakes at all. I was scared. So he's zooming, and he was like, yo, no, my tank on EO. So we basically go into like this so we basically get off the highway and we go to this gas station. And I remember he got out and he like basically rammed the little like he took the gas thing and he like rammed it in there and basically gave my dad the money to go pay for it at the at the little you know how the gas station, it'd be like the little gas, like the little store there, and you pay. So yeah, my dad does that. I'm sitting in the car, my heart's racing, like it's beating, it's do 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 do, like it's going crazy. And we get back in the car. My dad's like, yo, don't be speeding, you heard? And he was like, yo, don't tell me what to do. And he was like, I mean it, like really don't speed. Like, alright. Gets back in the car. And well, you won't be able to know until tomorrow. So make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you get notified tomorrow when I drop part 2 to this story. Love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. We at 30 subscribers. I know we can get more. Let's try to get 40 by the end of this year. Is that a big goal? I don't know. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Woo! Yeah, I said I feel invincible. It's 100 niggas in the spot. I will